all my teammates and coaching staff said something, and I remember it was a dead ball possession, and Dev came up to me. He's like, I need you to get one more rebound, and I'm pretty sure it was the next possession coming down. She boxed the girl out, and I went and got it, and, I could hear it in the stands, but, I mean, it's a good feeling,
And when was did you ever have one, like in high school or something? You were the last time you had a triple-double?
No. So, might be the first one.
Was there any increased intensity given the nature of this game and the team that you haven't been able to beat the last 6 tries?
We knew they were going to come out fighting. They're a big physical team. We knew what we had to do coming in, though. We knew that they had big post players, and we felt as if they were going to try and get our post players in foul trouble. But I thought our post players held it down low, and I thought, our defense was pretty good tonight. So.
Yeah, and I thought when preparing for the game, you could feel that everyone was so dialed in and focused because we knew it's going to be a great challenge. And you could just feel it, all over, through today and through practices.
With the 10-0 run begin the game day, just how much pride did you take in being a big part of that to start the game and set the pace?
That's one of the most important things we're trying to do, to be the aggressors right from the beginning, and it just felt awesome to be able to do that and how we did it together and share the ball right away. And we had 12 assists at halftime, and that showed it as well. And that's one of our biggest things always, to share the ball and play together. And I think that you could feel that right from the first 10-0 run.
Both of you, obviously, with what's been going on with your success lately, home court, winning games, just you guys have received a lot of local and national media attention and respect. What does it mean to be able to continue to do that on this kind of a stage in this kind of a fashion?
It means a lot, but that's not really in the back of our head. Like Dave said, we just come in, focus every day, every practice. We do what we have to do in order, to be successful. And last game I didn't think we played 40 minutes, but I think we were pretty close this game playing 40 minutes. And, people played with heart, so that's all you can ask for.
And also Coach Dan said in the locker room before the game that this is a new start. We were 12-1, but we're not thinking about it. It's the 8-10 now, and I think that helped us to just – that was a good success, but this is a completely different era now. We have to keep going.
And it seems like Dan was talking about a lot that wins aren't necessarily the whole story for you guys. It's the way that you play to get wins and in the process. And there's been some quiet locker rooms. There's been some disappointing locker rooms. What does it mean that is the standard now, that you have to win and you have to win it on your terms? Either.
Can you repeat that, please? Sorry.
A lot of quiet locker rooms sometimes when there's wins. What does that say about this team wanting to do more than just win games?
It says that we all care. Coach Eddie will come in and say, do what you can do best. Don't try and do anything else. And just the way we carry ourselves, help me out here, Daya.
I was just thinking at halftime, too, that the way we go into the locker room, it's very important. How I feel we're up by 20 points, but it's one of the best teams in the country, and it's very important that you don't see that smile yet on anyone's face, so you just can't let your mind think about those things that yet. You have to keep being, focusing on what's next, and I'm keep trying to tell myself that we're down 20, and April was saying we're down 40, and I think if you think about that and how I think it helped us too, that the last game we were up by 20, and how did that feel like to let up? And it was one of the worst feelings ever, and how hard we just train every day to get these types of victories. I think it helps a lot at halftime too when we're up, and we just have to keep going and set the standard.
A lot of what you guys have done this season has been on the road, which is what a lot of teams can't say that they have at the level that you guys are performing at. You guys have another one on the road coming up on Thursday. Just what's the importance of getting back on the road and taking care of business?
Like Bro always says, live this up till midnight, and then I believe we have the day off tomorrow, but we're back at it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Give 110%. We'll go down to Virginia to play George Mason, try and put 40 minutes together. So.
You guys talk about that attitude of playing like you're down 20, you're down 40, and you're going to the locker room, right? Is that different at all than it has been in the past this year?
I know last year we kind of incorporated that, but, this year we try and win every quarter. Obviously, we didn't play quarters last year, and that's our biggest thing. We're down 20. At halftime, Bert will say it's 0-0, and then we'll huddle and be like, no, like we're down by 40, Bert. But that just gives us extra motivation. Keep playing hard, don't let down. So.
I think it's a continuous process. I've been thinking about it, we're so good this year and how we're able to keep up that mindset, but I think it's through the years how I've been here, I feel it to become better and better, with smaller steps, how we started it last year from game to game to say that, and how we did it more and more times. We started to believe it more, and now we're just have all the talent and that's how we are getting better. I really feel that process since I've been here.
The way your offense was sort of clicking in that first half early on, I mean, is that sort of the ideal for what you guys are trying to do? Is that the best you've seen it click this season?
I guess you can say that. They just want us to attack, share the basketball, don't be selfish. I thought we moved the ball really well. We saw the open players. But it's just our main motto is just attack. Go at their guards, go at their post players. I like to tell our post players, if you miss one shot, who cares? Make the next 10. You're fine. And just to continue that confidence and motivation, I think it'll go a long ways.
Only negative in the game, you guys did have the 26 assists on 35 shots, but 22 turnovers in the game. What do you guys need to do to shore that up for Thursday?
Go back to the drawing board and decrease that. Usually we want 15 or less.
Yeah.
And each game, it'll go less. We'll go 15 turnovers one game, and then next game let's try and get 13, 11. So it's just taking care of the ball is the biggest thing.
Sometimes when we have something like that, the coaches might be on practice, emphasize it with if you have 3 turnovers in a row we're running, and it usually helps us a lot when they do that, so we'll see.
Good. Thank you.